Guys, all this gear right here is definitely the starter pack that you want to have. I really want to maximize my flight time. So we're going to be getting down into the rocks, getting an exploration into the rocks. Okay. Remember, I told you I want to explore this area, and sport mode is going to give us really good exploration performance. Okay. All right, Dad, random here, and what I'd like to do for you today is fly with the N3 goggles and fly the DJI Neo. You guys are loving this DJI Neo, and a lot of you guys have never flown with the inexpensive goggle system, and I will be using also the N3 controller. So, well, not the N3, the controller 3. So the RC controller 3, whatever crazy name we keep giving these things. But this will be completely a FPV, budget FPV flight. Now, my only question at this point in this flight is, should I fly in acro mode or manual mode? And I'm thinking it just depends. I wanna get out there and get to possibly the cave location, and I will get a lot more distance if I fly the Neo with an automated flight. So let's see if I can get that going there. Come on here. There we go. Boy, that needs quite a delay. Okay, so I have to make a decision right now, and I think I'm going to go with the safe route. I just want you to see that you can fly using the goggles, and also the DJI controller. So this is the controller for the 03 system. And I'm actually going to take off the bumpers. A lot of people ask me, hey, why are you flying with the bumpers? I'm taking them off, okay? If I'm going to do long range, I'm going to take the bumpers off. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing ready to go, get it ready to go. Now, I also have the 5-bladed props on here, so I'm going to be carefully monitoring a bunch of different things. So we'll go ahead and we'll take off from the edge right here, so you can see the Neo fly. And now another thing I get a lot of questions about is the goggles and glasses. So it looks like we're all connected. I got everything connected. So I'm gonna go and fly with plain old glasses. There we go. And I choose to fly with glasses because it makes everything just a little bit clearer. Could I fly these without my readers? Yes, I can. But check this out. Watch how easy this is. Look at that. I am ready to fly already. Now, I'm also flying in 4x3, so I can do stabilization with gyro flow. And you say, well, why gyro flow? Now, the reason why I choose gyro flow is the stabilization is much better. All right, so let's go ahead and take off. And we are in normal mode. And we're going to put it in sport mode if we can. There we go. And we should be recording. There, we're in sport mode. And we're going to take it off. I think probably the advantage of what is going on here is you get goggle footage. So now if you get a lot of sun, like right now it is really sunny. And these goggles make it perfect. So yes, it is way more fun to fly with goggles. I'm just telling you, I love to fly with goggles. And like I said, we're in sport mode to maximize our flight distance, okay? We got a wind you can see coming from the side, but I'm gonna be able to take out that rocking motion there with gyro flow. So that's about it. We're getting a screen recording I'm in full stick forward, only going about 19 miles an hour. And we're heading towards my target. And yeah, we're getting hit by the wind a little bit. But remember, I took off those black prop guards. So, all right, here we go. Now, carefully monitoring our battery, looking at where we're at, and everything seems to be pretty good. And yeah, so if you want the most out of your DJI Neo, and you want to fly with goggles 3, yeah, you do not have to have it in manual mode. I don't think I can go into manual mode unless I switch it, because every time you turn this thing on, you have to switch it into sport. It doesn't save that. It doesn't save manual mode, so it automatically will default into sport. So if I go into manual mode, oh, it does. Ooh, this one did. Oh, so it is. Oh, it is working. Okay, I'm not going to test that out right now. And I'm going to tell you, I'll tell you why. Okay, I'll tell you why later. But yeah, I really want to maximize my flight time. So we're going to be getting down into the rocks, getting an exploration into the rocks. Okay. Remember, I told you I want to explore this area, and sport mode is going to give us really good exploration performance. Okay. That means we're going to get good stick control. I want to keep my altitude too. That's the other thing I'm going to do. And remember, you don't have lots of punch with this, so you can't be like challenging the terrain a lot. You can't get like really close to something and then just kind of quickly back away from it. It just won't do that. Okay, and I keep telling everybody it's a lot like flying. It's a lot like flying a Mini. Okay, but even with the Mini, you'll get more punch. So I'm getting around the rocks here, and I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna challenge them too much. But with this 4:3 aspect ratio, I get a lot better visuals. So I'm gonna go around here, and there's the cave. Remember the cave, guys? I told you, you can make it to the cave. Yes. So there it is. I told you, yes, we're gonna basically challenge the cave. Maybe go around the cave. Look, we're at 70%. That's what I wanted to show you guys, okay? We've got the best performance, and we're not gonna turn around and go home until we get to, gonna get down a little lower here, right? We're in sport mode, and we're getting hung up a little bit in the wind. There we go. Just want to give you a couple of passes where the caves are. There it is. Oh, let's get up here over. And we're going to get up. There's the cave, and we're going to head on back. Guys, know your limits, okay? All right, so now everything is cool and awesome. And yeah, it's a different flight experience with the goggles. And we are right now using, see, we got 10 miles an hour. So we have to take that into consideration. There's a little bit of wind out there, okay? A little bit, so. And we're not trying to fly as fast as possible. Now, if I really want to hustle back, I will flip this thing into manual and we can go much faster, okay? But I take a risk when I flip it into manual this far out. And you have to make that decision. You go like, do I want to flip it into manual and risk a really long hike? This wouldn't be a bad hike, by the way. It's a really pretty hike. But getting down to 59%. Now, one of the things you have to understand with this little bird is that when you get into that 50% range, you are going to lose some of your performance, okay? So it's important that, and you can see I'm getting a little bit of haziness. So we're going to get some altitude back. We're getting good speed. Okay, we're getting good speed. So I'm gonna bring it back up altitude wise. Get us back into our RC signal a little bit better. Got to know that. And wow, that was a great flight. Yeah, 54%. I totally milked the battery out this time. Could I go into manual right now? Yeah, I definitely could. And I could probably, let me just go up here. Let's put it in manual. Yeah, because I guess it saved it. So I did save it yesterday. So there's that and right there. All right, now we're in manual. Oops, we're in manual. It's going to let me go into manual. There we go. We are in manual mode. Now I have full control. And you'll notice that now that I'm in full control, the angles are more steep, okay? And you're gonna notice my speed. See how I'm at 27 miles an hour as opposed to where I was before? Okay, so that is kind of my ace that I keep up my sleeve just in case. I'm gonna follow this trail right here, just in case I need to. But if you're gonna try to reach out and touch someone and you wanna get out there pretty far, you're going to need to stay in sport, okay? And of course, I can flip it back into sport if I have to, and then hit the RTH button. But I just wanted to have a little fun with you guys today. And guys, yes, the Neo is still one of the most amazing little birds. And yes, I suggest that you go into 4x3 when you fly in manual. It just gives you a little bit more ability to make decisions because it's got such a narrow field of view. Okay, very narrow field of view. We're down to 36%. Got to really keep an eye on your battery. Okay, just messing around with these trails here, and we're almost home. So let's go up to the top. It's always safe to keep your altitude. Keep it high, but yeah, there we go. And I'm not, you notice I'm not doing any aerobatics. When I make this kind of flight, I am not doing any aerobatics. Zero. This thing is got a mind of its own, and in aerobatic flights, it doesn't always behave. And I don't want to hike today. There we go. So we made it. And we'll do a little bit of a victory circle. And remember, we don't have a lot of punch, so don't punch it unless you want to take a hike, okay? And then we're gonna drop it right down in front of us, and we're gonna stick it in sport mode. There we did. We did the called the sport mode flop here, and I'm going to bring it right into me, and then we're going to land it. And there it is. There is the whole budget FPV system. Okay. All right. We got the whole budget. We got the whole enchilada in budget. I'm going to put my controller down because I'm going to scoop the bird out of the air using my hand. Come on here, baby. That's why we love this bird right there, because that ease of operation. But that was amazing. Now you guys can tell. Okay, notice a couple things. No prop guards on here. I took these heavy suckers off. I wanted maximum amount of distance. We got it about 30%. There it is, dead random, flying with the 5-bladed props. Full on budget FPV. We've got the complete DJI FPV system. N3 goggles, okay, and successfully making it back. No, we got a little bit of wind today, a little bit, and let me go ahead and I'm going to turn this off. And yeah, we'll go ahead and protect our screens there. A lot of fun. Yes, these, I don't know what anybody said about the goggles. You get a lot of people going, they're good, they're good. Guys, they're $229. That's how good they are, okay? And guys, all this gear right here, is definitely the starter pack that you want to have. This is the way you want to start FPV right here. This is the way to go, DJI Digital, and you can reach out and touch someone. You can fly an acro, even though I didn't do any acro. I told you, I learned my lesson. I know what I can do and what I can't do, but there it is right there, Neo. All right, hope you enjoyed that video. Yes, Dad Random, DJI Neo, inexpensive FPV by DJI, yes.